Well, good afternoon, good evening, and for my non-liturgical friends, Merry Christmas. Because it's too early, we aren't even to Advent yet, but we're going to start the Christmas season this afternoon. So my name is Matthew Corral, and along with Karen Bowie, we direct the traditional worship here at First United Methodist Church, and we are so happy to see so many of you here. Like a lot of programs you might see on TV, we're going to put all the commercials at the beginning of the program so you don't get interrupted. The first commercial is we're going to have our ushers come forward now. And even though it's a free program, we really would appreciate your support for this program and for what we do here at First United Methodist. So we would appreciate it if you are able to give something to offset the cost of this program. And while we're doing that, let me tell you about a couple of things that we have coming up. So in the narthex, which is at the back of the church, you'll see a brochure. There's some back there, and you can also find this online. But this talks about our upcoming programs. If you like Christmas music, which you're here this afternoon, obviously you do like Christmas music, you'll want to come back in 2 weeks. December 8th, 4 and 7 o'clock, we have our annual Christmas program, The Sights and Sounds of Christmas. This year, we're going to be looking at the images of Christmas. Think about bells, the nativity, the gatherings of family and friends, all those wonderful images of the season. And that's with orchestra, with all our choirs, and with our handbell ringers and singers playing several pieces, including a piece with the orchestra. We also have, if you like handbell music, which you're here this afternoon, you like handbell music, in the beginning of January, January 5th, we are hosting the Handbell Musicians of America College Ring-In. They're going to be here that weekend, that first weekend in January, and they're going to be working on music and presenting a concert on that Sunday afternoon at 3 on January 5th, right here in the sanctuary. And then also we have a dinner theater that we do every year, and it's a lot of fun. It's food and entertainment with our handbell ringers and singers, and I know that you probably want to support handbell ringing, and this helps us to go on our tours and our events that we have here. And this year we're doing the Mystery at Shady Acres, and if you've ever seen Faulty Towers, which was on years ago on BBC with John Cleese, it's that kind of thing, but it's a mystery. But we'll all have to have those English accents, you know. It would be very English, and it'll be a wonderful program for that. Now, next commercial is we're going to be drawing 2 prizes, and it's pecans, a bag, 1-pound bag of pecans from Georgia. Those pecans, the cinnamon pecans. Ooh, oh, okay. So you get a bag. You either get a bag, or you get a bag of chocolate, or do you get both of those things? But okay, all right. So you need to pick it up in the store, in our Giving Tree bookstore, which is to your right, my left, across the fountain courtyard, and you can pick up those prizes. So here we go. Here's our first winning number. 954-379. 379. All right, over there. Good. So we got one winner. I'm going to put this in your bag. And here's the next one. Get a good one here. All right. So we got 954-383. 383 right there. Okay, cool. All righty. I'm going to...
Each year we sell pecans. Last year we made $1,300 for UMCOR for disaster relief, and $1,300 also for the migrant school. So it's time to get your pecans for baking anyway, so please stop by the store.
All right, thanks, Carol. One more thing we need to do. Let's have a prayer before we begin. Let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this most wonderful season when we remember the coming of your Son, Jesus. Help us to prepare and to just be able to really appreciate this season and all the joy. We especially pray for the folks that are not experiencing joy during this season. May they find comfort and blessed in the coming of your Son, Jesus Christ. And we pray all of this in your Son's name. Amen. All right, let's welcome Magic of Bronze.
Welcome, welcome one and all. 'Tis a season of wonder. From the pondering the reason of the season, the excitement at the beauty of a blanket of fresh snow, to seeing the astonishment on a child's face as they delight in the presents under the Christmas tree. But I wonder, when was the last time that you found yourself overwhelmed in the wonder of it all, standing in awe, speechless and enchanted at the decadence of the season? 'Tis the most wonderful time of the year, we say. But then comes party after party, to-do lists, wish lists, Christmas concerts, church concerts, handbell concerts even. Is it the most wonderful time of the year? Or has it begun to feel like simply the busiest time of the year? Has the season lost its wonder? Or do you merely need the reminder that there is wonder in all things, if only you open your eyes and your hearts? Sit back. Forget the clock, forget the time, put away the to-do lists and the busyness of what's to come. We invite you to join us, me and my wonder-filled friends, as we bring you back to a world of wonder.
Wonder, in its most basic form, is curiosity. It's intrigue and interest. It's science and theology. Wonder is a question that does not yet have an answer, at least not one that's known to the person doing the wondering, yet. From the earliest stages of our life, wonder directs our growth. We wonder what the world tastes like, how it feels. We wonder why the grass is green and snow is white. We wonder what shape our lives will take, what we'll dedicate our existence to, and how we'll achieve our goals. To wonder is an active task, one that cannot be fully engaged when the body is busy. It takes purposeful moments of calm to allow the mind to drift, to ponder questions without answers. Sitting in a rocker on the porch, planting in a garden, a calm walk through a park with trees that tower high above you.
course, wonder isn't always so basic. Most times when we talk about wonder, we think of the more mystical side of wonder, astonishment. She's the kind of wonder that makes you hold your breath without realizing the demand from the innermost part of you that everything else in the world must stop as you stand in awe, in wonder. This wonder is, ironically, the exact opposite of its curious counterpart, for this wonder leaves no room for questions or uncertainty. Rather, this wonder is born of a sudden, overwhelming realization that everything in the world has fallen perfectly into place. True wonder of this nature is fleeting and fickle, difficult to capture. For the moment you recognize her, she often begins to disappear. Holding tighter only makes her slip away faster. The only true way to possess her longer is simply to let go and wonder in every last second.
You didn't think wonder was limited to curiosity and astonishment, now did you? There is one other, a different form of wonder that is much more common and yet rarely considered. Wonder can also be found in excitement. It's a feeling that settles into your body and just makes you want to move. This wonder is found in the way you tap your foot to the beat of a song, when you feel the urge to clap, to get up, to sing, to dance. It's in the way your body leans into the moment, eager for more, desperate for what comes next. It's the smile that crosses your face as you realize you're having fun and can't wait for more.
Of course, the thing that keeps us from truly experiencing a season of wonder isn't that we can't define wonder. It's that so often we fail to see it. Children find wonder so easily throughout the year because so much in the world is brand new and full of potential. But sometimes, as we age, like we fail to see the potential in the world, instead we only see the limitations we place upon it. Rediscovering the wonder of the season starts with ceasing to see boundaries and restrictions, and instead seeing limitless possibilities. Take, for example, a snowy forest scene. Cool air, a quiet whisper of wind, icicles that hang from branches with bluish light, a fresh blanket of powdery snow. I dare you not to think of this scene as an adult might, but rather to wonder in it the way a child would, a beautiful, untouched world ripe for exploration. Open your eyes a little wider, imagine once more. What can you see amid the snow?
Wonder leads you to see things differently. It utilizes creativity at its highest form to enable wondering in others. Take, for example, an old tale, one you have surely heard before, of an infant king born into such squalor his first crib was a feed box. Sound familiar? It's certainly a tale that has provoked much wonder over the years, but once, a long, long time ago, a missionary sought to tell this tale to a tribe of people who had never heard it before. who did not know what a manger or shepherds were and had no concept of the value of gold or frankincense. The message might have been lost had the missionary not utilized his creative mind to alter it. A stable became a lodge of broken bark. Scraps of cloth became ragged robes of rabbit skins. And wise men with inconsequential gifts, chiefs from far with gifts of fox and beaver pelt. This version of the story took root. It was understood, inviting those who heard it to wonder in a tale anew. Listen, can you hear the echoes of it?
Can you hear it yet? Wonder sparking your imagination, pulling at the corners of your lips, taking you back to a place where the phrase season of wonder meant something to you. You were just a kid when darkness fell on the 24th. You were full of nothing but wonder. Wonder at reindeer who could soar through the sky. A sleigh somehow containing special gifts for every child in the world. And a man who had a jolly laugh, the stomach for billions of Christmas cookies, and the hopes and dreams of every wide-eyed, wonder-filled tot in his heart. Do you remember what it was to wonder in it as you looked out your window into a dark night? Do you remember what it was like to wonder in belief?
Do you remember what it was like to wonder in belief? You don't need to go back in time to capture that moment, and you don't need to recall it as though it's simply a memory gone away. You just need to invest once more in wonder, to look around the world and see the magic in it once more, to delight in the gifts that we are given by simply being present in this world. There are miracles all around us every day that we walk past without giving a second thought to, beauties that we fail to take notice of, a rose growing in a bramble of thorns, a seaside calm after the storm has passed, the dancing of lights, blues and greens and purples in the northern skies, wondrous miracles, each and every one.
'Tis the season of wonder, or so they say. Lights on every tree and house on the street. Time for loved ones takes priority. The world around us, for once, awash in kindness and gratitude. When you stop to admire it, you'll find it truly is the season of wonder. But when was the last time you stopped to admire and acknowledge it? When did you last find yourself in awe with the astonishment of a child just beginning to experience this wondrous time of the year? When was the last time you felt yourself grow so overwhelmed with excitement you simply had to dance? Or the last time you let yourself be so curious about the world around you? When was the last time you found yourself filled with the wonder of this wonder-filled season? Or better yet, perhaps the question you should be asking is how much longer will it be until you put aside the pomp and circumstance of the season and allow it to be filled with wonder once again?
Wonder is a terrible thing to lose, but so easily it drifts away from us without noticing. Our season of wonder gives way to a season of plans and preparations as the calendar begins to fill with party invites, as those to-do lists begin to expand and overwhelm, as the attic bursts with decorations, and the mind finds other meaningless ways to fill the season. It's overwhelming, and not in the good, wonder-filled way. But the thing about wonder is that it does not go gently into that dark night. Wonder fights back. It breaks free. It finds ways, even in the most rote, dullest of situations, to burst through the psyche and delight once more.
Wonder always finds a way. Through the stress of the holiday season, against all odds, wonder arrives. Wonder seeps into your heart on the night before family arrives, in the moments before the presents are opened, after the doorbell rings. Wonder finds you as you watch the children rejoice in the miracle of Christmas morning, and you find yourself curious about how many more Christmases you'll have just like this. It sneaks up on you in the middle of a family meal, makes you pause in astonishment as you take in the lengths it took for everyone to be together and the joy that makes the struggle worth it. In the traditions of the season, when you are free to breathe and sigh and smile, wonder lives.
It's the season of wonder, or so they say. And by now, I hope you too will agree. For even through the parties and the endless lists, aside from the decorations and the concerts, we hope you'll leave here with one friendly reminder. Wonder lives. One way or another, wonder breaks through the ordinary to reveal the extraordinary, to find something new in old things, to find the answers to questions we didn't know we had. Wonder lives, wonder thrives, wonder changes hearts and minds. Wonder is not something you can lose or that you ever grow out of. Rather, something that changes with you as you age. Either you'll find it again or it will find you. So in the days to come, when you find yourself overwhelmed in a season of plans and preparations, when you feel worried that you've lost something important, remember to pause, find space to breathe, and open your eyes to the sense that will propel you through the mire and into a wonder-filled, wonderful Christmas time.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glory